Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Alex Cook. You're watching the Visualist Guide, and today we're going to talk about a very brief topic, but a really important one, which is to just slow down and take your time on a job. So, like that intro kind of just said, this is a really quick video and I'm gonna get into it, but first I want to kind of apologize because I know I dropped off the face of the planet here. If you guys are subscribers and you have already been following a lot of the other videos that I've done in the past, you'll know that I was kind of going at a decent repetition here and then I kind of just fell off the face of the planet. So I do apologize for that. You know, work got busy. We've been pretty much doing jobs, like multiple jobs per week. And so, you know, when you gotta grind, you gotta grind. So that's what I've been doing, and I just haven't had the time to really sit down and dive into a lot of these videos and topics that I wanted to talk about. So I do apologize for that, but you can expect me to kind of bounce back now, and you should be seeing some more videos. Damn bug. Second thing before we jump in is a big thank you to all the new subscribers. I know we got a few and I am so very grateful for you. Thank you for just plugging in and getting involved. I would love to have you guys comment. I love it when you interact, talk with each other. I want to kind of build this up as a community, not just another guy on YouTube. So thank you so much for that. I really appreciate all of your support, and yeah, could not really thank you more for that. All right, so let's dive into exactly what I want to talk about. And like I said, it's really brief, it's really simple, straight to the point, but it's something that I think is easy to overlook sometimes because there's so many things on your mind when you're on a job. So when you're out shooting, whether you're shooting a wedding and you're doing photography, or if you're on set shooting a music video and you're directing or you're the DP, it's so easy to get caught up in just the rush, the time crunch of everything, and you find yourself slipping, you find yourself missing things, forgetting things, and it can just become this jumbled mess and a chaos very quickly. And something that's hard for me is to just slow down sometimes. And I think a lot of you guys also experience that, and that's kind of why I wanted to just briefly talk about it, because I like to move fast. I'm a fast guy. I like to do a million things at once. There's no such thing as relaxing when it comes to my life and my schedule. And so that kind of transfers over to when I'm on a set and I'm doing a job, and I'll find myself really just moving a million miles an hour. And you know, on a lot of the video jobs, I'm blessed to have my wife kind of working as a UPM on the job, and she can kind of look at me and be like, yo, you need to calm down. You got to chill out for a little bit here. Slow it down. But it's hard. It's so easy to get caught up in the moment, caught up, especially if it's a smaller job, like a lower budget production, where you're kind of in charge of directing, DPing, you're in charge of the talents, you're in charge of your crew, you're in charge of all the equipment and where it is. It's kind of like you're the director, DP, you know, the prop manager, the location scout, you're like everything. And so that can become a lot of weight on your shoulders and just a lot to think about in your head. And it's just so easy to realize that you missed something or you forgot something or didn't do something after the fact. This is something that has happened to me countless times where I'm on set, I'm just moving, getting it done, and then I get home, you know, day or two later, I'm looking through the footage or I'm looking through the photos, and I realize I forgot to do something. I forgot to do a take. We forgot to put a prop in a certain scene. Worse situations, there have been a couple times where I've shot weddings and I've realized after the fact that I didn't get, you know, a close-up macro shot of the rings, you know, tiny little things like that. And I think a lot of this would be solved if we just slow down, if I just slowed down and took a moment. There's a director, I don't recall who it was, but he was saying, you know, every time you're gonna finish a take, wait 5 more seconds before you say cut. And what you'll find is a lot of times you get fantastic content that happens within that extra 5 seconds, or this extra mood or tension or vibrance in your shot, in your take, just by adding that little bit of extra time. So whatever to you is normal, wherever in your head you're saying, okay, it's time to yell cut, it's time, we're done, that scene's done, let's do another take, we gotta keep moving. Wait an extra 5 seconds, 5 to 10 seconds. And it's something that I've started to practice, and it is true. You will gain a lot of fantastic additional content just by doing that extra 5 seconds. Same can kind of apply when you're doing photography. If you think you're done, you know, if you're shooting an engagement session, for example, and you've gotten 10 photos of, you know, one setup that you're doing, one pose, go ahead and shoot for another 5 to 10 seconds. Just get an extra 10 shots in there. That has saved my ass so many times. It's so easy to forget. It's so easy to just, you know, we're on a schedule, tight schedule, we gotta get done. You know, the day's almost to an end here. And so you're always just rushing, and you're not really thinking about just slowing down. And when you look at a lot of the work of legendary directors and really well-known popular photographers, a lot of times you'll see they're just slowing down, they're taking it one thing at a time, not rushing it, and just going with the flow. And it usually really will benefit. One added thing to say is that, you know, when you are tense and you're moving a million miles an hour, your clients are gonna pick up on that, they're gonna feel those vibes, and they're gonna be the same way. You know, it's almost like with dogs can sense how people are with their body movement and the way they're talking and the way they do things. And if you're really tense, you know, your dog's gonna become really tense. It's the same thing with clients. You know, if you're running around, you're freaking out, you're rushing, you're not stopping, you're not slowing down to take a break for a second, they're gonna feel that, and they're gonna feel that exact same amount of pressure and weight, and they're not gonna perform at their best. So if you're calm, even if you are kind of rushing it, slow down a little more than you usually would and try to really act calm with your client, and they'll act calm, and then you're gonna get much better performance from them, whether it's in a video production or if you're shooting clients, you're doing photography work. So that's pretty much it. That's all I really wanted to talk about in this video, is just to slow down, take it easy, and you know, I think you're gonna really enjoy what you get out of doing that. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you try this, how it helps, what you've gained out of your content and your shots by doing this and practicing it. And you know, hopefully it's just something that you put into place. It becomes just a part of you and a ritual and how you do what you do. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, hit the little bell next to the subscribe button. Make sure you know when I'm gonna post. And yeah, stay tuned for more content coming up. Thanks, guys.